I don't know. What's up, y'all? Trying to see what lighting I want. That's a little too much for me. That's a little too little for me. So we're gonna go with natural light. Maybe take it down some. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's better. Welcome in, y'all. That is not correct. That is not the correct message. That's not the correct message. I'm gonna pin a comment so y'all know what's actually going on in here today. Disregard that because I am not doing personals and yes and no pulls today. I don't know how to take that off. So it's gonna be there, but I'm gonna put up a comment for y'all so y'all know what's going on. This is the weeklies for this week, okay? If you want a personal reading, you can book one with me. And then you can send gratitude for your readings. Not why would it give me the C? Y'all having hella what's it called? I'm so sorry, y'all. I cannot multitask. Having hella keyboards on your phone sometimes be fucking me up. Like, why would you do that? Weeklies. All signs, and I will start with Taurus, okay? Because it is Taurus season. Happy birthday to the Tauruses, and happy Mother's Day to all the mamas, okay? And let's pin that. So for anybody popping in, please disregard that top message. I don't know how to take that off. Look at the pin post. This is not free yes or no pulls. This is the weeklies for this week, and I mean, the name of the video says this week. So I'm sorry, I don't know how to work TikTok live. It is not free yes or no pulls in here, and I'm not doing personals in here tonight. It is weeklies. I'm reading for all signs, okay? Hey, I saw a Taurus in there. If you have a personal question, you can go to the link in my profile and then click on it, and then click on the button that says book a personal reading, okay? Okay, we're gonna do weeklies, sun, moon, and rising this week. This is going to be general, so some of it may resonate. I say take what does, leave what doesn't, okay? And you can also stay for your moon and rising. I will put this up on my YouTube channel later. My YouTube can be found in my profile as well. I think it's an Instagram button, but when you click on it, it shows my Instagram and it shows my YouTube. So you can watch this video on my YouTube later if we haven't gotten to your sign yet, or if you missed your sign, okay? And it'll be time stamped between tonight and tomorrow. I look like a Christmas tree. Thank you for the roses, y'all. I look like a little Christmas tree. For everybody popping in, I'm so sorry. I know that one of them comments says that this is personals. It is not personals. It is weeklies. This is not personals. Personal reading, you can book one with me by going to the link in my profile. We're going to get started with Taurus, okay? Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising for this week, which is the 14th through the 20th. Okay, Taurus sun, Taurus moon, and Taurus rising. What's the deal for the week ahead? 14th through the 20th. You know what? That was not shuffling right. I mean, that wasn't cutting right. So we're going to shuffle some more. Y'all, I've been watching Flavor of Love reruns. But okay, so I have Samsung TVs, and so my TVs are always on like a certain channel, or it's on Tubi. In my room, my TV is usually on the Love and Hip Hop channel, the Pluto Love and Hip Hop channel. In my living room, I've been having it on Tubi on Flavor of Love. I had been watching Bad Girls Club, but something made me want to watch Flavor of Love. And let me just hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I feel like Soulja Boy, because he's on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I feel like Soulja Boy is my generation's Flavor Flav. I am a millennial. I did come up in the Crank That era. But like, just look at the style. And I mean, Soulja Boy is a hype man. He just has a little bit more rap skill. And then like, if you think about their like previous like addiction scandals, like he is my generation's Flavor Flav. And I believe Soulja Boy is a Leo. I don't know what Flavor Flav is. I don't think he's a fire sign. I don't think he's a fire sign. I feel like he could be an earth or a water sign because of the vices, and because of like, if you think about all his shows, they were all around love. I feel like he's a water sign. He might be a water sun. but I could almost guarantee y'all that he has a fire Mercury placement. Can somebody look up Flavor Flav's chart for me? If you'd like to book a reading, you can go to the link in my profile and click book a personal reading and then select the one that you want from the drop down menu, okay? Somebody said he's a Pisces. Oh, I was right. He's a Pisces. I said he's a water sign. Thank you. Thank you. If y'all needed any more confirmation on my skills, at least my astrological skills, there you go. Okay. Somebody find out his Mercury sign for me, because I really feel like he's a fire Mercury. Thank you, Marley. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, because I am hella jet lag right now. My little brother just graduated with his master's from Texas Southern yesterday in business administration. So I just got back home. I am tired. We was in the club. They had me drinking tequila. He's a twin. What's this? The Four of Wands. Yeah, I know. Talking about my brother. I know he's about to start a really, really prosperous and abundant chapter in his life. And I hope it lasts. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm so happy for him. I'm the big sister on both sides. So like my heart is so happy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop talking about myself. And if anybody figures out what Flavor Flav's Mercury sign is, let me know if I was right. And not too much on the nails. I tried to do a rush job and the gel coat didn't dry like I thought it did. And so now we looking like this. It's been a weekend. Mercury station direct today. So I'll be back good in a couple days. All right, Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. What's the energy for this week coming up? Cut there. Oh, I'm doing the weeklies. Y'all do also get an oracle. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm used to reading on my tarot cloth, but I'm just being lazy tonight. Ooh, I guess this is y'all's card because that flipped. We got Ether. I feel like I need some more light because I cannot see. Ooh, Ether. And y'all got the Star. I like this. I like this for Taurus. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas, by the way. It's Mother's Day, too. Well, it's almost over, but it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that got mamas. Everybody has a mama. I meant to say to everybody that's a mama. But happy Mother's Day to all y'all's mamas. Can y'all tell I'm jet lagged? You guys got Ether and you got the Star. These two. So first of all, this is an oracle deck, but a lot of that lighting is so bad. A lot of that didn't really help. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see if I can, just so you can see the artwork. Oh, my nails look so bad. Oh my gosh. That's the Ether card, and that is the Star card. I mean, at least they look healthy, but they look bad because I've been peeling the nail polish off. This is an oracle deck, but I read with a lot of my oracle decks, I associate them with like tarot. They have tarot counterparts for me. These are actually the same card for me. So you got double Star energy coming in for you, which brings, I get this energy of maybe for some of you this week, there's either going to be like, you get like a phone call or an email about some sort of opportunity coming in for you that just changes the course that you're on. Okay. And when I say that, I'm not talking like tower energy because, we did just have a retrograde and it was tower energy for a lot of people. So even Taurus, if you did recently experience tower energy, this is where you're on the flip side of it and you're getting the good, the stuff that's supposed to be coming in, everything that broke down that you cleared out for, you're in the spot for alignment with what you were supposed to be coming into. Okay. I do get opportunities. For some of you, I'm feeling a very specific opportunity, and it could be a job. It could be good news about something too. I don't necessarily know what that could be, but I get an energy of growth, of abundance. I like to use the term exponential growth because it's like, yeah, you're leveling up, but I feel like it's in a way that is not expected, if that makes sense. Like, you know how people say something you could never even imagine. So it's like, okay, I have a hope or a dream, but then it turns out and it's like, yeah, it turned out successful, but it came out way more successful than I had even thought it was going to be. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on for y'all this week. So Taurus, the only message that I have regarding this energy for y'all, the only warning message that I'm getting is that you have to be, y'all are earth energy. And I have an earth rising, so I understand this very much. So I'm also all water, so I get it even more so. when you're working on something, or when you put your energy into something that you really want to turn out good, you can step into this headspace of worry. Our words and our thoughts are very, very powerful. I have it tatted. I literally have it tatted on me. This is Abracadabra Abraxas, which translates loosely to I will it as I speak it, or I speak it as I write it. It translates pretty much into speak it into existence. So you have to be very mindful about the way that even if you don't know what's coming in, you have to kind of operate with a hopeful mind this week, okay? You have to really think about, again, even if you don't know what's coming in, you have to think about everything in a positive light. So if you wake up and it's raining in the morning and you don't like rain, you need to look out the window and be like, it's raining, but you know what? It's going to be some flowers later. Even though that really doesn't have much to do with you. You got to try to shift everything in your perspective too. Thank you for the balloon, Saint. Try to shift everything in your perspective to positivity, because that's what you're stepping into. Like I said, double star, ether and the star, literally, like you're stepping into that hopeful space, that happy space, that abundant space, and everything's about to get real good for you. And I also get this feeling of feeling fulfilled, like whatever it is that you're coming into makes your heart happy and makes your heart beat. Okay, so good week for you, Taurus. That makes me happy. That's all I got for Taurus. That's all I got for y'all. If you are a Taurus or you got Taurus placements and that resonated with you, please do me a favor and either send in some gifts for the live or send a little tip, couple dollars to my Cash App. I do have my Cash App pinned in the comments. My goal for today is balloons. And I always have a Cash App goal when I come on here and do readings. So like that's the real goal. I need to get Citrus some cat food. This would be a great time for you to make a cameo, Kit Kat. Please don't be nowhere messing with no plants if you're not going to come out. Citrus probably curled up in a ball under my bed like, girl, fuck you, I'm asleep. Let's put that star card back in there. All right, we're about to get into Gemini. Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. If you're a Taurus and you miss Taurus, I will have the weeklies uploaded on my YouTube later on tonight, and I'll timestamp it between tonight and tomorrow, okay? And you can find, thank you for whoever's putting in and I'm sorry, I don't know how to really do, like y'all heard me say, I was talking about Soulja Boy, I am a millennial, I ain't old, but I'm on the older side of the young people, like I'm gonna be 31 next month. So I don't know how to moderate or do nothing but pin the comment that says this is my Cash App. So thank you to everybody putting like what sign I'm doing. I really appreciate y'all sending y'all gratitude. All right, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Let's pop in for this week ahead. What are the dates? May 14th through the 20th. Again, this is general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Stick around for your Moon and Rising, okay? And excuse the hoarseness in my voice. I've really been screaming all weekend because my brother just got his master's. Like my brothers or my siblings, they'll tell you I'm a wild child when it comes to my mouth. My Mercury's in Leo, so I be talking and I be making noise. I have not done Capricorn just yet. Going in order, started with Taurus because we're in Taurus season. I just did Taurus. We're going into Gemini. Capricorn and Sagittarius and Aries will be a little bit later, y'all. Pop back in like 30 minutes or hang out for your Moon and Rising. This is not free, yes or no. I know there's a comment up there somewhere that says it is. I'm sorry, I don't know how to take that down. This is the weeklies for this month. I'm sorry, that don't make sense. This is the weeklies for this week. You can book a personal reading with me by going to the link in my profile, okay? It's very self-explanatory. Once you click on it, it'll say book a personal reading and go from there. All right, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising for this week. What's poppin'? You got Muladhara. Let's get that on the screen because I know that glare is crazy. Muladhara, which is the root chakra. And you've got the moon. So Gemini, what I get for you is that I get this energy of you need to there's two things coming in for me, and one of them is really hilarious and I'm not understanding it. I was about to say you need to do something different, but in the middle of me trying to get that out, I got in my head, do something strange for a little piece of change. Girl, What the fuck? Maybe some of y'all need to get an OnlyFans. And I'm dead ass about that, because that is the only way I feel like I can interpret that energy. And if not OnlyFans, I support the sex workers. There's no judgment here. Smear tea. Click on the link in my bio and check out the spreads that I offer. You can book a personal reading like that. Okay, love? Back to what I was saying, and I don't sugar, the way that I channel, the way that I read, whatever comes through to me, I will just say it because it's coming for somebody. I don't know who needs to make an OnlyFans or something like that, but somebody do, and you'll be very successful with it. Because that came through. But the point that I was really trying to get to, the real message here is that you need to change and change the way you're doing things and relay your foundations, if that makes sense. So for some of you guys, I feel like you maybe have been on one path and doing things a certain way. You need to stop for a second. And I feel like you've probably already been thinking about it, because we just Mercury stations direct today. So like these past few weeks have been a period of reflecting and correcting. So you're in the process of correcting and applying the energies that you have gotten by way of Mercury, which is your planet. So anytime Mercury's in retrograde, I feel so bad for Geminis and Virgo. I'd be like, y'all just be getting taxed 3-4 times a year. But with that being said, you guys have that analytical, the smarts, you have that intellectual energy. So you're in a space to this week, you're starting to apply it. You need to rework some foundational things in your life. I also just got, you need to get rid of that. I don't know if that means that person, that vehicle, all them old meats in your freezer. I'm not entirely sure, but you need to get rid of that. Is what I just got. Or that could also be like a habit or a perspective too, speaking to that. But you need to make some changes, Gemini, and that you need to make some changes and also at the same time implement the changes. Y'all resonate with duality. You can do all the things at the same time. Y'all are good for that. Anything else? I do want to speak a little bit to the moon card. This is a card for me. Oftentimes it gives me intuition, but I'm very much so getting healing for you from this week because it's coming up with a chakra card. So first things first, you need to give some love to your root chakra. Dino, yes, I am going through the different signs. I've done Taurus and I'm in Gemini right now. And I'm sorry, y'all, for those of you guys who don't know, I usually do this on my tarot cloth and I have it labeled, but I'm a little lazy tonight. I'm feeling a little jet lag. So I will announce what I'm doing right now. This is a Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Associating the moon with healing. The moon is a water energy. And so, yes, it is intuition. Yes, it is love. Yes, it is passion. Yes, it's creativity, but it's coming up with the root chakra card. So it's like, you need to do some healing in your root chakra space, which is where all those foundational messages are coming from. So literally do some root chakra work this week. You can get on YouTube and look up root chakra music. You can look up, I believe it's 174 and 741 hertz solfeggios work with the root chakra as well. You can put some root chakra stones in your pockets, any black, red, or brown stones, petrified wood, jet, shungite, onyx, obsidian. Hematite you can use, but that's a very quick moving energy. So like I tell people to try not to like carry it around a lot because your stones will break or your jewelry pieces will break because it holds energy kind of. It breaks when it's done cleaning the energy or you lose it. So I tell people not to really carry hematite around like that unless you feel like you really need to cleanse your energy. So if you feel like that, then maybe you should wear some and carry it around, but be prepared for it to snap or to chip. Just going to throw that out there. Any red stones, fire agate, red jasper. Those are the only ones that are coming to my head right now. So that's all I'm going to. Oh, garnet. That's all I got for you. But some root chakra work. You can journal, you can do all the things. If you're a member of my Patreon, I have a root chakra workbook that you can have for the higher price 3 tiers. They come with that. And that's really it I'm getting for you, Gemini. I'm sorry. I know I went off on a tangent there, but like you need to work on healing your root space, getting your foundations a little bit more foundational, a little bit more stable. And you also need to work on your healing. If there's something coming up for you that keeps triggering you or keeps putting you into a space to where it's like it's affecting what you have going forward, you need to spend some time this week getting real with yourself and acknowledging it and making the change. Like I said, you need to implement the changes and you need to make the like you need to acknowledge them, figure out what the changes are, and you also need to make them this week. The duality, like I said, Gemini, you can do all the things, okay? And your planet just stationed direct, so you have the energy that's going to help you move through that. I need some lotion too, y'all. I am so sorry. Hot ass mess in here tonight. Okay, that's it for Gemini. If you are a Gemini and you enjoyed that spread or it resonated with you, please do me a favor. Send some likes or some gifts. I more so enjoy Cash App tips. You can send a couple dollars to my Cash App, which is pinned in the comment section. If you don't want to scroll, excuse me. If you don't want to scroll, my Cash App is my TikTok handle without the dot. Put the dollar sign in front of it. It's just aujhaaye. All right, we are now getting into the best sign. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, y'all. I call this the best sign because this is my sun and moon placement. It's also my Venus placement. What's popping for Cancer? Give me some good cards, please. What's popping for Cancer this week? May 14th through the 20th. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising. I said I was going to stop cutting in between spreads because I've programmed my decks to not have to cut, but that is habit for me. I really try to save cutting like that for my personal reads because it takes up a lot of time. So after Cancer, I'm going to go back to, and if you read cards, you know, when you change the programs for your decks, it takes a while for your brain to remember that you've changed them. So I've been cutting the decks in between all spreads, and I've been trying not to do that so that I could save time. Because who wants to be shuffling and cutting all night? I'd rather get to the messages. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising. Good cards, please. And let's shuffle some more because that was not smooth. It was popping for this upcoming week. Okay, can I get just a smooth shuffle? I don't like that. I don't like that, Cancer. All right. I wanted to pull the card. What we get? We got Awaken. There's a glare on that. No, y'all can see that. And we've got the King of Swords. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad, even though I feel away because I wanted to pull the card. What I get for Cancer this week is that this is like like epiphanies week for us. So I feel that for some of you, the images, I don't know if this is, you know what? I do know why my messages are coming in. So I know why they're coming in like this. When I'm tired, I get like regularly, I get visualizations, music, and all the things. But when I'm sleepy, it comes in like movies. And so, y'all, I just saw, the scene in Finding Nemo where they're in the trenches. So what I was speaking to, I was going to say, I feel like, I don't know what I was about to say, but I guess I would need to say, I feel like some of y'all have been in the trenches. Some of y'all been in the trenches trying to figure it out. Trying to make it through the ocean, navigate to 42, what is it? P. Sherman 42. Well, I don't know. I don't remember. But you're trying to get to Sydney, Australia and find Nemo. But I do get that this is a week in which things start to become a little bit more, you're able to navigate things a lot better. I feel like Cancer, we're water signs, and oftentimes we like to help people. We like to put our little pinchers into every place that we feel like we can lend something to. We like to feel useful. That energy needs to be going into yourself right now. And it will be. You have the card Awaken and you have the King of Swords. So what I get, Cancer, is that you have a week this week in which you realize, like, okay, I've been doing a lot for other people, but now because of certain things that I want to see play out for myself, I have to lend that energy to myself. And so some of you have maybe already gotten to this point, and this is a week where you start to see a return on it. But I will say I'm feeling more so like you actually come to that moment this week. Okay. I've already done Gemini, Veronice, or Veronice. I think it's Veronice. You can watch it later on YouTube. It'll be, I'll upload it in a couple of hours on YouTube, and I'll have it timestamped sometime tomorrow. Okay. But I do have May for Gemini on YouTube if you want to go watch a Gemini reading. But you can also stick around for your sun and moon. I'm sorry, for your moon and rising if you like. Okay. I also, this week, Cancer, I get that some of you guys have like well, y'all all probably have goals, but I get that there are specific goals that you've really been working on, really been working toward, and you've been, I don't necessarily want to say obstacles, because I'm not getting obstacle energy. I'm getting that maybe you just haven't been seeing a return on your efforts so much. Like, you're seeing a return, but you're like, for the effort that I'm putting in, this return is not enough. I need to see more of a return on the effort, okay? So what I get is that for you Cancers this week, one, you may start to see more of a return. Two, you get into this space to where you start, honestly, you start thinking smarter and not harder. You start working smarter and not harder. You're like, you're going to figure out how to get to the success that you've planned for yourself. I also get this energy of it's going to be more abundant than you've even planned. But right now, before coming to this space, I feel like you've been doing it wrong, if that makes sense. Like, not, oh, you've been messing up, but I just feel like there's a better way to do it, and an easier way to do it, a more efficient way to do it, and it's going to be coming in for you, and it's gonna start making sense for you this week. Like I said, Cancer, this is an aha epiphanies weeks. Things are going to be coming in for us. I also get that with this awaken card, I also get that there's an energy where some sort of like passion is reignited, resparked, and that doesn't surprise me with Mercury stationing, stationing direct, and us just having both of those eclipses. Things are changing. Energy is shifting. I need something to drink. Hold on. And my mouth is getting dry. Ooh. Body is cracking. Bones is cracking. I have not done Capricorn yet. Capricorn will be a little bit later, though. Some sort of spark, some sort of passionate spark reigniting. And that could be by way of like a creative talent. I did also just get, which is bothering me a little bit because it's a little bothersome because Mercury is direct. Now, I did also get like possible a spark from a previous love interest, or a new spark, but I got previous first. So I just speak to what comes to me. Sorry, y'all. I don't need no old work circling back around. I don't accept that one. No, thank you. For emphasis, no, thank you. I don't need no old work coming back around. Leo is next, baby. Like anything else for Cancer with these cards? No. Ahas, epiphanies, figuring out how to work smarter and not harder, and some sort of passion project or passionate spark returning for you this week. That's it for Cancer. Okay, we're gonna get into Leo next. For my Cancer babies, if that spread resonated with you, please do me a favor and send me some likes or some roses or some love. If you got a couple of dollars in your bank account, send me a couple of dollars on Cash App. Universal law by way of showing gratitude, karma, put some good karma out there. I put out a lot of energy for y'all, so I would appreciate, some love back if you could, if you have it. I like to make that very clear for my viewers. While I am always like, please pay me, I am somebody who has been in the trenches several times over, so I understand when you can't pay nobody. I get it. But for those of you that can afford to tip, it is very much appreciated. And God knows you can afford to tip. So if you can afford to tip it, you ain't tipping. May your bank account be tipped to some bills that's overdue with hella late fees. Straight like that. Can you tell my Mercury is in Leo? We about to do Leo. And I told y'all I'm a Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer Venus. I'm petty. It is what it is. Taurus was done, love. Taurus was first. I will have Taurus I'll put this video up on my YouTube later, probably sometime tonight. But if you want to watch a Taurus reading, you can head over to my YouTube and watch the May Taurus reading. My YouTube channel is SunshinehazeCo, all one word. Sunshine, haze as in like hazy, but Haze, Co, not as in company. I know everybody's always shocked when I say this, but the Co is for Colorado. I'm from Colorado. That's when I was deciding the name of my business. I was like, what am I calling it? I was going to call it Midnight Haze because I'm a night owl. But when I looked it up, that name was taken. So I said, my first name means sunshine. So we're going to call my company Sunshine Haze. And I picked Haze because it was like, you're tapping into other realms, spiritual work. And also because I'm a mile high, baby. I be smoking weed. So it was like Sunshine Haze, and I'm from Colorado. SunshinehazeCo. Who is psychic reader? Yeah, no, baby, not in my reading. You ain't getting no. Talking about message me. Goodbye. If you need a reading, you book it with me. If anybody is in my comments talking about book a reading with them, fuck y'all. You see me in here talking about tips and you gonna talk about inbox me. I don't know if you spam or a real person, but for real, you just got blocked, but it don't matter. The fuck? Anyways, Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Y'all. I know. I said, hold up now. I'm glad I looked up. And thank you for the roses. If you need a personal reading, I'm obviously not going to do it for you right now because I'm doing the weeklies, but you could still book it with me. Like if I see you booked a personal reading when I come out of here, I'll go do your personal reading. She said, let me slide in here. And she probably don't even really read for real because y'all know how it goes. A lot of these little fake tarot spiritual accounts just be scamming y'all. And they're going to put y'all in a trick bag. All right. Rant over. Leo, sun, moon, rising. This week, May 14th through the 20th. What's popping for people with those placements? We're not doing that. We're just flipping. I remembered. Ooh, I like that. Leo, sun, Leo, moon, Leo, rising. I enjoy having a Leo Mercury placement. I was on Twitter a couple days ago. Actually, I think I probably retweeted it. And somebody has said something like, a lot of Cancer people have either Gemini or Leo placements, or some Cancer people have Gemini or Leo placements, and it adds a lot of razzle dazzle to their personality. And y'all just got a little dose of that. Oh well. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising this week. Ooh, okay. So you got Sahasrara, which is the crown chakra, and you've got the Hierophant. So Leo, this is like an the word is ascendance, but what was about to come out of my mouth was abundance. So maybe you are ascending into abundance, straight up. But to kick the real message to you, first and foremost, because this is a chakra card too. So this is the crown chakra. So like I was telling whoever got the root chakra card, you need to do some crown chakra work this week, which can be with crystals, can be with smells. It can be with, music. You can find, I'm sorry, I had the root ones down because I do a lot of root chakra work. I don't know the numbers for the solfeggio frequencies for the crown people, but if you type in crown chakra music on YouTube, you'll find hella videos. White stones or clear stones. I try to avoid working with quartzes unless I'm trying to amplify something else, because quartzes have a very strong energy, and they amplify the stones that they're with. So if we're talking if we're talking crown chakra, maybe you need to throw some root stones in there too for me to say that. I would say go with the white stones, purple stones. Purple stones don't always do it for me. Everybody's different. I don't know why it's like that. Like amethyst is not a power stone for me for whatever reason. I know it is for the collective, but it's not for me. So like I like to work with like halite. Snow quartz is a quartz that I do work with. It's a gentler energy. Jade, you work with white jade. Ice calcite is one of my favorites. My stones are not in the living room anymore because citrus is a menace. They're in my room. I was going to show y'all a piece of ice calcite, but I'm not about to go do that. So work with some crown chakra stuff this week because you did get the card for that. But speaking to the Hierophant, what I get is that this week, Leo, you need to take a moment to really think about everything that you have going on. I get that you're getting ready to make some major changes in your life and you need to really consider every aspect of the change and make sure everything is lined up the way that you need to be. For some people, I get moving. And I'm seeing, okay, Leo, early congratulations if this is you. I am seeing the foundations of like a house being built. So Leo, if you're thinking about like literally building a house or like moving into a new house or something like that, you need to make sure your finances are looking right. If it's in a new state, you need to make sure that you've looked up all of the rules for like purchasing or renting there. You need to make sure that you're looking up, what do I need to do with my license? What do I need to do with my car? What do I need to do with my job? You need to hit every little bullet point in whatever it is that you got going on this week, because the success is actually there for you. But I'm getting a message for you that says, especially with fire energy, it's not just y'all. This is true for fire and air people. Y'all have the impulsive trait. Okay. When fire people get excited about something, y'all will be like, we're going to throw everything to the wind and just hope it all goes well because I'm ready to rock and roll. You have to take a minute this week and you have to say, okay, I know this is right there waiting for me and I know I'm excited, but I need to make sure I got all my ducks in a row before I start moving forward, because the smallest little fracture in the foundation could mess everything up for you. So you need to be smart this week. You need to make sure the Hierophant is very much so a mature energy, somebody who has the knowledge, who's done the things, who's been through it. Okay. You need to make sure that you are lending that energy to what you've got going on. So don't just leap out there and do, like we just had Mercury gestation direct. So reflect and correct. Like, don't move forward all crazy. Like, yeah, we got shadow energy, but don't become a victim to Mercury shadow energy, because I'm going to talk about you. Like, if you didn't get taxed during the retrograde, but you get taxed during the shadow, like, you deserve to be talked about. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Hey, love. Thank you guys for popping in. So be smart this week with your moves. Make sure you got all of your ducks in a row, because what's on the other side of the ducks being in a row, I don't know why I'm seeing Adventure Time in my head. Let me see if I can get the specific scene that they're showing me. Did y'all hear that? Do y'all watch Adventure Time? Okay, if you don't, I want you to go, after you watch this, I want you to just go on YouTube and research lemon grab screaming. If you do not have your ducks in a row, you gonna be like lemon grab outside in the window. That's a little kid screaming outside playing around, but still. On the other side of that, you know, that was the only Adventure Time thing that I got. I'm sorry. That was so funny that it came in like that. I was like, on the other side of that, if you have all of your ducks in a row, I get this energy of just like success. I see a flash of, you know, Finn and Jake just standing all heroically. If you don't watch Adventure Time, you should definitely watch Adventure Time. For spiritual people, this is definitely a show that you need to be watching. Okay. But yeah, get your ducks in a row. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited because I love Adventure Time. Get your ducks in a row with whatever it is that you have going on. Make sure that everything looks right and everything is sitting right and everything is lined up right, because you are right on the other side of success. You have the Ascension card, and then when I started your reading, I was about to say abundance, which is not what I was trying to say, and then I was like, oh, maybe Ascension into abundance. So just make sure everything is sitting correctly so that you can ascend into that abundant space, whatever that abundant space is for you. I do want to very quickly give the message with the Hierophant. If you're doing something like making a major change, a major move in your life, and somebody that you know has done it before and it turned out successful for them, do not hesitate to reach out to them this week and ask them what you need to be doing to make sure you have everything lined up straight. With this card popping up, they're going to be more than willing to give you the advice that you need. And this is advice that you should be listening to and pocketing for whatever it is that you're coming into. Okay. Lemon grab. I'm sorry. Lemon grab. I believe it's one word. I can't remember, but he's literally a little. Adventure Time is a candy kingdom. So have you ever had a crybaby before? Or a sour head or an airhead, whatever they're called. That's what he's, a lemon. And his personality is very much so. He's very anxious. Adventure Time has a lot of characters that speak to a lot of different like mental disabilities and like different like conditions, like psychiatric conditions. I'm also a writer, so I study these TV shows, and I was really excited to find that out about Adventure Time. And so Lemon Grab he's the character that embodies anxiety. So fun fact about Adventure Time, if you didn't know that, but that is Lemon Grab. He is a lemon head. He's a person with a lemon head. He's not a person, he's a candy with a lemon head. Go watch Adventure Time. You'll understand when you start watching it, because at this point, I don't know how much else I can give you about Lemon Grab. All right, Leo, that's your message for this week. If that resonated with you, please send in some roses, some love, some tips to my Cash App. A couple of dollars helps, goes a long way. It's very much so appreciated. If you are a Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, or Leo, you have already been read. You can catch this video on YouTube in a couple of hours. If you just can't wait and you need something to satisfy you for now, the May readings for the month are up over there. You can go watch that as well. Karma. I don't know if this is for Leo or if it's for Virgo, because I'm getting ready to go into Virgo, but there is the Karma card just fell out. This is the Saturn card for me. So this gives me justice energy as well. So something being corrected around this time, which makes sense. Reflecting correct. Mercury just went direct. Bars, y'all can hire me to ghostwrite for you too. I am dead ass about that, even though I was joking. I guess I'm serious. Thank you for the roses, y'all. We're getting into Virgo now. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising. This week was popping for Virgo. No, that's still Leo energy. Just kidding. And I was going to keep shuffling. I said in my heart that wasn't enough, but I was being lazy. So I'm not going to be lazy. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. What's popping for this week ahead? May 14th through the 20th. People with those Virgo placements. Thank you in advance for the insight. Everybody's getting chakra cards. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. May 14th through the 20th. That was not a clean cut. A clean shuffle. What's popping for people with those Virgo placements this week? Ooh. Take out my glasses for this. Y'all got Muladhara. We got the root chakra card again. But y'all got the Lovers. What y'all doing? Let me tell y'all something. With them cards, what I get is that for some, especially for single Virgos, I would not be surprised if you met somebody that feels like and probably is a soulmate this week. Or some connection that you have progresses into something a little bit more on a romantic level. What I also get for you, Virgo, I get this message of like, you need to love yourself. I don't know why that's coming like that, but like you need to love yourself a little bit more. You got the root chakra card coming up with it, okay? So that does tell me, like, root chakra always points to foundation. So when I'm speaking to somebody's personal root chakra, I'm talking about your foundations. And that does not just mean your job and your career and your feet. You know what I mean? Like, this actually means the things that are foundational in your life. So this could be the way that you treat yourself. This could also be the way your self-talk, you're an earth sign. You guys have this bad, and I'm not just putting y'all out there. Like, I'm telling the truth. I'm a rising earth sign. So I know how it goes when, especially Virgo energy, I'm not a rising Virgo, but I know this Virgo energy, especially Virgo energy. You guys are ruled by Mercury, which was just in retrograde, just stationed direct today. So y'all get taxed a little bit more than everybody else, and everybody else be getting taxed a lot. So I can only imagine how it is for y'all. I don't have a lot of Virgo or Gemini energy in my chart, so I really don't know. But like, you're in a space this week to where you've probably over the past few weeks come to a lot of realizations, come to a lot of points, worked through a lot of different things in your life, in your foundational life. And it could be career. It could be all those things that I mentioned, but I more so get for you, Virgo, that it's on a level of like looking at the way that you've been treating yourself, looking at the type of time you've been giving yourself, looking at the way you've been putting your energy out there. This is a week in which you need to circle it back around and say, okay, over the past few weeks, I did realize that I've been putting my effort into this project for this person. And while I've had fun and it's worked for me, I see the return is a lot more abundant for them. I need to do something like that for myself. I need to pour that energy into myself. You got the Lovers card with the root chakra here, okay? Root chakra card here. That's the only message for that. Now, I do want to circle back around to what I was saying about possibly meeting a soulmate this week, or possibly forming some sort of soulmate connection. I would not be surprised, Virgo, if some of y'all have some sort of conversations in which your little heart starts to beat and you start getting little butterflies in your stomach. And what I'm also getting for some of you guys is that it might surprise you, because it could be somebody that you've known for a while and have never looked at like that and has never looked at you like that. And it could feel like it comes out of the blue. But here's the thing. Everything happens in divine timing, as it should, when it should. So if you've known this person for a long time and you've never had those feelings, it's because y'all's energy was not in alignment for that to be happening yet. But for whatever reason, the energy is there right now, or at least this week. And if you've been in my videos, you've heard me speak to timing. I don't like to give timing unless Spirit really gives it to me. So I say this week, but I'm really speaking to, like, around the course of this week. It could be next week. It could be sometime this month. But this is the energy coming through for you this week. So hopefully it is this week, especially for you single Virgos that have been looking for some love, okay? Is there anything else that I get with this? For those of you in relationships, and I know this is a general reading, especially if you've been having relationship problems, I get that you need to I think that you need to take a look at what got you into your relationship or into your connection, as long as it's not toxic. I'm not talking to the toxic relationship individuals. If you're in a relationship that is very loving and for whatever reason right now it feels out of balance or out of whack, you need to take a moment and look at what made you get with this person and how you got the person, how they got you, and try to circle some of that back around, okay? This is not a free yes or no pool, y'all. This is weeklies, and I know there's a comment at the top that I don't know how to take down. I'm so sorry, but the title of the video says this week. So if you want a personal reading, you have a personal question, you can go click on the link in my profile and book a personal reading, okay? That's all I got for Virgo. I don't think anything else is coming through for y'all. I'm sorry, I don't feel like I was connecting too much with the Virgos. Or maybe I did. Maybe it resonated with somebody. I hope it resonated with somebody. That's it for Virgo. If you're a Virgo and it did resonate with you, please send me some love by way of some likes, a follow, some Cash App dollars. Or you can go book a personal reading too if you want some more insight. All right. We just did Virgo. We are going into Libra now. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising. It's a little cold. I think I need to close my window. Is my window even open? Sorry, y'all. Some people out of wedgie. My window is not open. It's just cold. My complex said, we turned off the heat for the summer. And I said, it's not summer yet. And it's Colorado. What do you mean you turned off the heat for the summer, girl? It could be snowing tomorrow. The hell? And so, of course, it's been raining for the past few days, but it's been cold rain because it's Colorado. We don't really get hot rain like that. So it's been cold, and this complex is ghetto. I don't care what they say. It's in the middle of a fancy area, but I think they're ghetto as hell. So my heat don't be working anyway when it was on, but now I have a space heater, but it can only be plugged in one spot if I don't want to blow a fuse in my apartment. So all that to say, it's cold in here. It's cold. That's all I was getting at. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising was popping for this upcoming week, May 14th through the 20th. What's going up for people with those? What's going up for people with those Libra placements? I need to. There we go. It's going down for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising this week. Got another chakra card. Just gonna cycle through all the chakra cards, I guess. I am going in order with the signs. I started with Taurus, and now I am on Libra. So if you missed your sign, you can catch this video within a couple hours of me finishing up here on YouTube, and I'll timestamp it between tonight and tomorrow. If you just want to go watch your sign. If you missed it, you can go watch the May monthly video that is up on my YouTube. It's been up for a couple weeks. And that is timestamped, so you don't have to scrub through the video looking for it. My YouTube is in my profile. Click on the Instagram button. It pulls up my YouTube and my Instagram. And follow me on both of those platforms. Please and thank you. Libra Sun. Oop. Okay. All right. Libra Sun. Two of Wands is what flew out. And you got Manipura, which is the solar plexus chakra. The glare. And honestly, I don't know what's on that card. It's something sticky. I wonder if I could just spray this and wipe it. We're gonna try that. Anyway, sorry. You have the solar plexus chakra, and you've also got the Two of Wands. So what I get for you, Libra, is that you need to do something for yourself this week. So solar plexus is your center chakra, and it's associated with your self-confidence, your individuality, your personal power, okay? And you having the Two of Wands, this is a decisions card for me. So I'm going to make a decision to take action in a certain direction. So what I get is that the way it is coming in for me, Libra, is that you need to choose yourself this week. You guys are ruled by Venus, and it is not a secret that Libra energy is very generous, especially when you're operating on your light side, okay? So people, unfortunately, tend to take advantage of you a lot. Like, my grandmother is a Libra, and I've very close with her, and I've seen this my whole life, okay? You know, she will give, and yeah, she got Leo moon, so she be wilding sometime, but you know, she's very generous. She's always helping people. It's one of her things that she has to help people. And so I get, for you, Libra, you've probably been helping people. I get that you've been putting your energy out there in a way to, I don't want to say people please, but I'm getting very much so people please energy, and not in a like, oh, I want to people please to make them like me, but in a like, I want to please people to make them happy type of energy, if that makes sense. Thank you for the balloons, love. So what I'm getting is, this week, Libra, you need to stop all that people pleasing shit and focus, please yourself. And that could mean if you need to hit the vibrator, you do that too, because I just told you to please yourself. So you do that if you should feel so inclined to do that. Again, no judgment is ever passed in this spread, and we're all grown here. We know how it goes. But I get that you need to pick you. This week, I feel that you are going to have a lot of things coming at you by way of this Two of Wands. A lot of people needing help. A lot of people wanting you to pop in on their projects. A lot of people wanting you to show up and speak at their events. A lot of people wanting you to watch their kids, or, you know, come to their show, or whatever the case. But Libra, I also get that you, in your brain, or even physically, you got a list of things that you've been trying to do for yourself or in your own life. And every time you take a pencil and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this today, your phone rings. You get a text message, and you get pulled away from hitting your list, and you got to go do something else. And we all know how it goes. You go and spend your energy on one thing. When it comes time to do something for yourself, you get back and it's like, well, I'm tired, and I'm dirty, and I'm hungry. So I'm about to eat, shower, and go to bed, and I'll try again tomorrow. And then you fall into this cycle of the same thing. Libra, you need to, whatever you gotta, if you gotta put up a little shield of protection, if you gotta put your phone on do not disturb, if you gotta turn your phone off for the week, if you need to take a vacation and not tell nobody where you're going, you need to take some time for yourself and pour into yourself this week. You cannot help anybody else without helping yourself first. And what I'm getting for you is that you are slowly but surely starting to tap into an energy of being burnt out. Thank you, Morgan. I appreciate it. You're slowly starting to tap into an energy of being burnt out. Thank you, Queen Jay. I was like, I wear glasses so we can, I'm trying. This is so real. I said I was going to go away this weekend, and you should. If you're a Libra, you need to take yourself a little trip, a little vacation. Give yourself some time. Take the personal space, because it is needed so that you don't burn yourself out. And once you pour into yourself and get yourself recalibrated, if you should choose to want to go back and to start helping everybody else with their shit, you can do that. But you might be in a headspace to where you're like, okay, now that I have the energy, I want to hit all of my lists before I even go do anything for anybody else. And honestly, the cards say that is okay. Like, it's okay for you to be selfish right now. So be selfish. I'm going to leave y'all at that. Thank you for the Libras that have been sending in gifts. I have been seeing y'all. For any other Libras that wasn't sending in no gifts, if y'all could send in some gifts and some love and some hearts, and some tips to my Cash App. I know it starts dwindling once I get further into the spread, but I've got 42 people in here right now. If everybody sent me $1, I could have $42. Thank you. Who is that? Veronica. I can't see the rest of your name. Veronica McElroy. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it, love. I think you're the #1 gifter at the moment. I don't even really know what that means, but that's what TikTok just told me. All right, that was Libra. For anybody that's just popping in, I am going in order. It's Taurus season, so I started with Taurus. So I've done Taurus through Libra. We're going to get into Scorpio next. Okay. I need something to drink first, and I feel like I need some chapstick. So give me a second, because I don't want to be licking my lips on my screen. And I need some chapstick. I don't like putting lip gloss on my lips without chapstick, but this is all that's in the living room right now. I don't see anything else. And I'm still Very upset with Glossier for changing their Balm.com formula. I'm so mad at them for that. Like, that is my favorite chapstick, and they really changed the whole formula. And then got the nerve to keep the reviews from the old formula on the site for the new formula. That's trash. The new formula sucks, but they got the reviews for the old formula on the site still. Spiritual Loner. This video will be up on my YouTube in a couple of hours, so you can watch it over there. But if you just need to see a Libra reading right now, you can actually go over to my YouTube and watch the Libra reading for May. The May monthlies are up. The generals, the love, and the monies are all up for all signs over on my YouTube. And my YouTube is SunshinehazeCo. And you can actually just click on the Instagram button in my profile, and it pulls up the links for my YouTube and my Instagram. So just click on it that way. Alrighty, y'all. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising this week. Another chakra card. All right. I don't know why I'm getting mad. I'm just like, I want to see a different card or some different cards. But apparently the Scorpios need to be told about their root chakra this week. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. This week was popping. May 14th through the 20th. Got the Page of Swords and the Muladhara. Root chakra card again for Scorpio. And you got the Page of Swords. Okay. So I get a couple of messages for you guys in this one. Specifically, and this is a very specific message for somebody, specifically somebody that has a significant relationship with an air sign individual, possibly a little bit younger. If they're not younger, they just have a little bit more of a youthful energy, or they might be a little bit more immature. Libra, sorry, y'all, I'm sleepy and my brain is jumbly, but Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Significant relationship with this person, and it could be romantic or it could be platonic, is what I feel more so like. Family relationship is honestly what I'm picking up here. I do get that this is a time where the energy in this relationship is shifting, and it could go either way. I am getting like tough conversations. I'm picking up on that. So for some of you, it could be a daughter, honestly, or a sister, possibly. I am picking that up here, that you have to have some sort of conversations with. Some things need to be worked out between y'all, because your relationship is a little off, needs to be fixed. That was very specific. Let's get into the general for this message. So what I do get for this card for the general people, thank you, Jaquisha. I appreciate it. Thanks for the Cash App tip. You see how Jaquisha or Jaquisha, is it Jaquisha or Jaquisha? Because it's QU, but I got a brother who got a QU in his name, and his name is definitely not Marquel, it's Markel. So I want to call you Jaquisha, but is it Jaquisha or Jaquisha? I don't like to butcher people's names because I have a name that people butcher all the time. I do get that this week for the Scorpios, you could be, the best way I want to put it is that for some of you, you've been in a spot to where you've been trying to get something started or trying to get something stable. I don't even know if I want to say stable. Oh, Jaquisha, I fucked it up all the way. My bad. Damn, neither one of them was right. Jaquisha, my bad, girl. Thank you, Choey. Hey, Choey, thank you for the balloons. I see Choey in here sometimes. What was I saying? Y'all, I got so excited about balloons, and then I was like, damn, I really messed up her name. Oh well, if you heard the message, if it was a message, there you go. But what I would like to say about this is that or maybe I'm about to go back into it. I get that some of you Scorpios have been in a space to where it's like you've been trying to get something started, or it's started, but it hasn't all the way taken off, or it's started and it's not. Somebody else had a message like this too. You're not seeing the type of return that you want to see on it. I do get that this week, either by way of your research, okay, Scorpio, or by way of somebody coming in and actually offering you some clarity. You do have a court card. This is often energy that comes in as a gift, okay? Somebody coming in and offering you clarity or offering you some sort of like resources or some sort of like connections. I do very much so get connections to help put you on the path of a more efficient road to success, if that makes sense. Working smarter and not harder is coming up for a lot of people this week in Scorpio. It's not different for you. I am getting for you like the work you've been doing, while it is going to be successful, there's a different way you can do it. And in that different way, you can get a lot more success. Like the way you're doing it now is only going to bring you so much abundance and so much success. I get that you can plateau with the way that you're doing it now. The way that you can do it by way of whatever this Page of Swords message is will bring you to a mountain. Like you can actually reach a peak. There is no plateau. You might be a little high up, but you can tap, like right now, the way it's going, you're going to tap out. And I don't know if that means energetically, if that means financially, or if that means just as far as like your passionate connection for whatever it is that you're doing. But you're going to end up on a dead end. Like when I speak to these messages, I always picture like a road, and my analogies often have roads in them, or the word path. I be talking about forks in the road and all the things. And so what I get is that, the way you're moving right now, Scorpio, you could very much so find yourself on a dead end or a path that comes to a halt and just goes out into a field and you don't know where you're going. You want to stay on a clear path. You want to actually know the destination and know that that is where you're going and that's where the path is leading to. And so somebody or something can come in this week and help put you back on that path, because you do have the root chakra card here. So it's like you need to bring it back in. Cracking like a little boy in puberty. You need to bring it back in, circle it back around, and like kind of replant those seeds, get them down there in really deep down in the soil, and pour the water. Like you need to do something different, change the course of action, because your current course of action is not necessarily, it doesn't make sense for you anymore. And for me to say anymore, I feel like at one point in time it really did work, but things change, energy shifts. So at that time, that was the energy for that thing. So at that time, it was working for you. Now, the energy is different. So now you got to do something different to get in alignment with the success that you've put in position for yourself. Especially if it's a long road to success. You know what I mean? Like y'all, SunshinehazeCo has been around for going on 6 years now. When I first started, I was making chakra jewelry. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff that I would not even touch today. Like I literally just, one of my best friends has a spiritual business as well. I was talking to her the other day, like, girl, do you want these beads? Like, can you do something with these beads? Because I'm not about to do nothing with all these beads. So like energy shifts. When I first started, it was very much so, I want to put this stuff out, and it worked. I was making a lot of sales that way. And then a couple years down the road, sales started dropping for that stuff, but it was okay because I didn't want to make chakra jewelry anymore. And it was like, no, now I'm more into making, to researching and writing people's astrology charts. And then the energy shifted and I wanted to get back into doing more reading. So things change. So what worked for you at one point in time, Scorpio, may have worked then, but right now you have to do it a little bit different. And you may circle back around to that energy like I do. Like, I just said I'm giving Tori all my beads, but I am keeping the bracelet beads because I am going to make the bracelets. With that sidebar, just started a Patreon, and y'all just going to have to go click on it because I don't want to talk about everything that's in there. But for the next 10 people that sign up, you do get a free chakra bracelet from SunshinehazeCo. You can just send me a message and let me know what chakra. If you don't know what chakra you need, talk to me and we'll get it figured out, okay? Back to your reading. Energy shifts. So shift with it. Literally. And you're water. So that's not going to be hard for you. You guys are water. You go with the flow. Let life's currents take you to where you need to be. And you'll end up where you need to be. But you need to make the changes when you come upon them. Okay? That's it. That was a very water reading. That was all over the place. Scorpio, why? I don't know. Because the retrograde just ended. Everybody trying to get it back together. And I think that's how the energy is coming through for me in these readings too, if I'm being completely honest. When I'm tired, I tend to more like the energy hits me a lot stronger. So I'm feeling all these, like, I very much so felt the energy of that Scorpio spread. Choey, it really is intuition. So if you're feeling like you don't know if you can trust your intuition, that's actually pointing to you need to do some more practices to strengthen your connection with yourself before you start looking for a spiritual practitioner. Now, I've seen you in my videos a few times. You can holler at me. I don't know exactly what kind of work you're looking for, but I read tarot. I also work with astrology. I'm also a numerologist as well. I consider myself an intuitive reader. So that's really what we do. And the way that I work with clients is I give suggestions on the type of work that you can do for yourself, depending on what it is that you're trying to come into. You feel me? Oftentimes in my readings, like if you book a reading with me, you get a lot more than in these videos. A lot of my clients or my friends that have had readings with me will tell you, like, I don't just read. I tell people to come to my readings with a notebook because I'm typically giving you instructions on spiritual practices and routines and rituals to do when you walk away from me to get your life right or get your spirituality back in alignment with your higher self. So I'm open if you want to holler at me. But you should probably do some things to get more aligned with your own energy. And that's probably what's kind of pulling you off from actually picking somebody, is because you need to be a little bit more familiar with yourself before you can choose somebody else. And that goes for anybody, not just Choey. It goes for anybody. I went through the same thing. Like when I first started out, I was like, I need a mentor. And I went to a few different people and I got some stuff that worked for me from a few different people, but I was also like, yeah, no, they not it. So I had to go through the motions, but then I got to the point where I realized I was like, oh, I need to work on myself first because I'm putting out uncertain energy, which is why I'm getting uncertain results. So when I started with my root chakra. When I started working on my root chakra, this was years ago. And I do it continuously now. But like when I started doing it years ago, man, when I tell you everything started changing, and then I cycled through all my chakras with my own personal work, my own journaling, my own rituals, it was like, oh, okay. And then I came to a space to where I started finding the people in my spiritual tribe. And I don't just have one mentor. I have a few different mentors. And I started finding the people that I needed in the spaces that I needed them in, because I do so many different things. Like my mentors don't do all of the things that I do in one. So like I have mentors for tarot. I have gurus that help me with energetic work. I have mentors for astrology, and I have mentors for numerology as well. So, it's a matter of getting in alignment with your higher self, and then putting out the energy of certainty within yourself to call the people that you need to you, and your tribe finds you. Just honestly, like you'll feel it when you come into alignment with your tribe. Even if you feel like your intuition is off, when you start working on yourself, you'll start feeling it. And no problem, love. Okay, ooh, we got like almost 6,000 likes, y'all. Okay, who's next? Who did I just do? Sag is next. Sagittarius is next. Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising. Did I pick up? This deck is so small. I'll be feeling like I don't have all the cards, but they're all here. Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising. What's poppin' for the week ahead? Not April. Something from April might be circling back around, but I mean May 14th through the 20th for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. What's poppin' for people with those placements? A new card, but it's a chakra card again. I don't know why I'm so over the chakra cards tonight, but I'm like, this deck has so many other cards. But y'all got Vishuddha, which is the throat chakra, which I'll show y'all that in a second. Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising. What is that? All right, that's y'all's card. I can't see this. You got the Ace of Discs. Okay, I'm here for it. You got Vishuddha. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but it's the throat chakra. And you got the Ace of Discs, which is the Ace of Pentacles. First things first. Sagittarius, especially if you have been if you've been around with SunshinehazeCo, you have heard me say, I don't ask for shit. If I want something, I demand it. You definitely have cards of, I am going to demand an increase in my pay. I am about to demand more money on this project. I am about to demand some more of whatever it is that I want to come in for me. That's the energy that I get for you this month. Not this week, but apparently this month, because that's what I just said. This week, Sag, and for me to be getting so worked up for it, like, I feel like, Sag, you ready to go. Like, you like, I've already decided that this is what I'm getting. So I'm telling you as a courtesy. Like, I'm telling you because you need to update it in the system. Like, there is no asking here. There is no, oh, can we negotiate? Like, Sag, I very much so get, like, you are in a position to where, and I don't know why, but I feel like you are in a position to where you can do this. Like, whatever type of work you do, whatever type of energy you've put in, you actually have the means, or you have the, what is it called? The whatever, to back yourself up to where you can actually say, I do this type of work. I put in this. Ooh, I'm about to give myself a paper. God damn, y'all are going hard, Sagittarius. We're not going to do that again. For you can say, this is my skill set. This is the type of effort that I put in. And I know that I surpass everybody who does the same thing that I do here. So pay me for it, or put me in charge of it and pay me for that. I do get that energy for you. And if we're not talking about work and money, Sagittarius, this is very much so just an energy of, I want certain things in my life. The Ace is a foundational new starts card. This is very much so just an energy of, I want certain things in my life. Therefore, now I'm going to speak them into existence, and I'm going to speak on them, speak to them the way that I really want to see them play out. I tell people this, all the time. Like, when you manifest, you got to be real specific. You can't just be like, I'm going to get some more money, because, and I can attest to this, I'll be like, I'm going to get some, when I first started learning about manifestations and writing and intentions, I'd be like, I have more money. And the next day, my dad would send me like $20. And while I would appreciate it, I'd be like, I need about $200 more for rent. I was not talking about $20. You got to be specific with your manifestations, okay? So if it's like, I want a new house, right? You can't just be like, I want a new house, because listen, especially the way my guys like to play, they be liking to play with me. They gonna put you in the projects in a nice little house right in the middle of the PJs. You said you wanted a new house. Here, get specific with your manifestations and your intentions. You need to, I want a new house in California. I'm going to be living in a new house in California that is paid for, or my mortgage is really low, and I got a nice big yard, and I got 5 rooms and 4 bathrooms, 4.5. Like, you need to get real specific with your manifestation, so that when it starts to implement in the physical, it's coming with the energy that you put out. Because when you just put out loose stuff out there, it can attach to whatever. So you need to tunnel vision, hone in on the things that you really want, and put that out there. Speak, like I said, demand it. So you need to demand specifics, okay? In your spiritual work and in your workspace, apparently, because that's still coming through strong for me. Like, especially for you Sagittarians that are feeling like you're underpaid, go get your bread, go get your money. It is owed to you. And I will also say that if you go and we're not using the word ask here. If you go and demand an increase in your pay and it is not given to you, you have an Ace card here, which tells me you will be completely okay breaking off and going to a different career. So I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to tell y'all prepare with a backup job, but maybe you should. I say, look at your own talents, because with the Ace card in the Pentacle suit, that's also an energy for entrepreneurship. So it's possible that you could be getting a message here to go start your own business, okay? This is weeklies for all the signs. It's general, so whatever comes out is what it will be. Please stop asking me questions in here, personal questions. This is not a personal spread. The title says this week, all signs. Kim and Rena. And Rena, you keep posting your question. Please stop. If you want a personal reading, go book one with me. Okay, who is that? Sagittarius? We're going to get into Capricorn next. For any Sages that I have in here, please do me a favor. Send some hearts, send some gifts. You can also send some love by way of Cash App. I really like those. Those are my favorite ways to show gratitude. Roses are nice too. Thank you for the roses, T. And I said this earlier. I'm just going to say it again. I got, and I know, like I said, it dwindles, but I got about 50 or so people in here right now. If I had every one of y'all send me $1 on Cash App, I would have $50. I'd be $50 richer. And that would make me happy, because you guys want to know something? One love reading for me when you book it in the shop is $50. So you feel me? And I'm doing hella free readings in here tonight. So y'all help. It's worth it for y'all. So please make it worth it for me. Universal law. If you don't know nothing about that, it's just karma. When something is given to you, you should give back without feeling bad about it. And this is my gift. So I feel like I have an obligation to share it with y'all, which I am not mad about it. I don't mind doing these readings. I like doing readings, but I also like getting paid. If you've been in here for a while, you've heard me say that SunshinehazeCo is a business, which means that it needs to be profitable. Okay. So thank y'all. And thanks to the people who have been tipping. I know I haven't shouted everybody out, but I do see it popping up on my screen. Thanks to the people who have sent in roses. Sorry, I was like, I was trying to remember what sign I'm getting ready to do, Capricorn. Thanks to the people who are sending in roses and gifts and balloons and I don't know what else. TikTok got lots of gifts and I don't know really what none of it means, but thanks for all of it. I know it translates over into some coins in my balance. But for anybody that doesn't know, who doesn't do TikTok lives, those roses and those gifts, like, while I do appreciate them, but when you go into your bed, those translate to pennies. Like, I'm not even, and it's not that I don't appreciate it, but I was just so shocked to see that. I was like, for as many gifts as people be sending me, I'm like, TikTok it be jipping us, like, for real. I'm like, there's no way that I just sat on here for an hour and a half and I only made 15 cents out of all them gifts that them people sent me. So TikTok be playing, okay? No. And I said this earlier to whoever just said I'm broke. I said this earlier. I said, I understand for people who don't have money, because I've been there several times over. So I'm really talking to people who got money and who be in here watching my videos and ain't been tipping. I'm really talking to y'all. We just gonna keep it real. All right. Citrus, I hear you. Are you gonna come make a cameo? Come here, Kit Kat. Are you out here? I can't tell where your bell is. You were not out here. Come here. Come say hi to the people. Hi. Come here. Come here. This is Citrus. This is my Kit Kat. But I call her chicken. I was about to say, this is my chicken. Say hi, chicken. Oh, hi. 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 Don't start drooling on me. Do not start drooling on me. I am allergic to your spit, girl. Hi. And you don't listen. Gentle. Can we go gentle? I'm reading cards, girl. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out. Okay. And then you drooled again. You drooled again. Watch out. Or stay. Can you sit maybe? Or do something different? Now, you know you're not supposed to just be on the couch. You know you're gonna have to sit your little butt right. Oh my gosh, you were really drooling. You're really happy. And it makes me happy, but you're gonna make me itch, girl. You're gonna make me itch. All right, sorry, y'all. Did I do Leo? I did do Leo. This video will be on my YouTube later on tonight, so you can catch it. Are you still leaving? You're not gonna sit on me. Okay, we'll get down. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you. I'll have this up on my YouTube in a little bit. Thank you. That's my girl. Her name is Citrus. I'll have this up on YouTube after I finish here. You can watch it over there. If you want to watch a Leo reading, I've got the May monthly, the May love, and the May money reads up on YouTube at the moment. Click on the little Instagram button on my profile and it pulls up my Instagram and my YouTube. Click on the YouTube and it'll take you over there. All right. Hey, Witchy Tarot. Thank you for the follow. No problem, precious. Aubrey. Look at me kind of saying these words. No problem, love. All right. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. What's popping for this upcoming week? Another chakra card. The Muladhara card. Y'all, I'm tired of these goddamn chakra cards. I just want you to, I'm just going to show you guys, like, there's more than chakra cards in this damn deck. Look at this. Not too much on the nails. If you weren't here earlier, I'm not about to tell the story again. But, like, It's way more than chakra cards in here. I cannot believe I just keep pulling chakra cards. It's starting to make me mad. But it's okay. It flipped out, so apparently Capricorn has the root chakra card too. Is it good, Citrus? It's tasty because you are going to town on that bowl. All right, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. I told her she could not be drooling on me because now I'm itching. I'm allergic to cats, but fun fact, we're not really allergic to cat fur or dander like we really thought. We're allergic to the saliva, and we're allergic to something in their urine. And so like if you have a nasty house and you can smell your cat litter and you're allergic to cats, you're always going to have problems. But like Citrus's hair doesn't make me itch. It is her spit, and that cat just drooled all over me. And you know, they clean themselves with their spit. So when she went and gave me head, like love butts, because that was not gentle, she made me itch because she was cleaning herself before she walked over here. And so she got some cat drool like right here. And so now I'm itching on my, like right above my lip, which we got to work on that because Citrus lives in a black household. So like we really only allow nose kisses. My dog was like that too. Chelsea would not lick you in your face because she knew. And she was actually black. She knew, like, you were black for real, girl. Like, we don't do face kisses. We don't do that. So Citrus, we're going to have to work on that, girl. She looked at me like, okay, whatever you say. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's get a smoother shuffle. What's popping for this week? All right. Okay, I'm not so mad about the chakra card at this moment. Muladhara again. Y'all gonna know what these Sanskrit words are for these chakras apparently with this deck. And you've got the Ace of Wands. Okay. I like seeing this. Capricorn, you're taking off in a new direction this week. I very much so will say that I'm getting big, like wrap it up energy. So I don't know if the new start is actually this week or the wrapping up for the new start takes place this week. But that is the energy that I'm getting for y'all. What I will say, hold on, y'all. I'm thirsty. I really need to go wipe my face, but I want to get through at least Capricorn. And she's just so happily eating over there. I don't know if it's the new start is this week or you're wrapping up the residual. Like, I very much so get like energetic debris energy, if that makes sense. So when I do my, like, okay, so I'm about to put y'all on a little bit of spiritual game. So I'm not somebody that says my prayers on my knees every night. I'm gonna have to do spiritual talk videos because I feel like that needs to be explained. But I do say my prayers every night. I am a water sign, so cleansing for me, I very much so associate with water. So I typically say my prayers when I am in the shower or in the bath. And so one of the things that I speak to in my prayers is releasing energetic debris that's swirling around in my aura for the day. Every night I do this, along with a whole bunch of other things. But I get energetic debris energy for you. And so I feel like I need to tell y'all to say your prayers and get rid of the energetic debris. Like, you are stepping into a new space and you're stepping away from an old space, but that old space still has a little bit of a sprinkling, has a little bit of attachments, has a little bit of some extra stuff sprinkled around in there for you. And what I get is that while it's not going to deter you, it's not going to stop you, it's not going to block you per se, but it could, annoyances, like triggers is what I get. Like, it could, like, you could be in a new, like, so say if we're speaking to a job, say you're leaving a job and you're getting ready to go into something new, but you haven't finished all your paperwork over here. So now you're in this new job and you got to devote all your time to this new job, but you're getting emails from your old boss that's like, hey, I can't send your old check out until you finish the paperwork that says you don't work here no more. And so you like, oh, well, with this new job, I have to get certain things, certain materials that I was going to get with that last check from the last job. And shoot, that's an annoyance. So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Like, Capricorn, you need to clean some things up, okay? Clean some things up so that you can be all that you can. I don't know why it's coming out like that. So that you can be all that you can be in this next chapter, in this new space. Girl, what are you doing? Lord, she about to get zoomies. I apologize in advance if y'all start seeing an orange tabby cat. Just get your little claws off of this couch. You have scratch pads. Citrus, I'm about to... I got it on me. It's on me. I keep that thing on me. You already know. Yeah, Citrus be playing games. I don't even know what that means, Nate. I feel like you are too young for me because I have no idea what that means. Like, what? This is a tarot reading. 180 to me sounds like money, so you could send me $180. That's what you could do. That's what I'm trying to do, is get $180. That's what it sounds like. But I don't want to do it with you, whatever the hell that means. Anyways, Capricorn, clean some things up, because in order for you to be in all of the success that you have coming in for you without the annoyances, don't get them zoomies up here. Get your little butt down. Get down. Excuse me. In order for you to be all that you can be, like I was saying earlier, all that you can be, and all the success and all the things that you have put into the universe and out there for yourself to step into, for it to come in the right way. And I don't like to use right and wrong, but for it to come in the right way, you have to make sure that you've closed all the doors behind you, because you don't want to bring old baggage into something new. It's like you're coming into a new space. Oh my gosh, this cat is about to drive me fucking crazy. Ma'am, you are not supposed to be over there. You are not. Why you got me on this live looking like a mean pet owner? You're doing too much. Yeah, too much. Exactly. You have toys. Play with the toys. Why do you want to play with the litter scoop? That's nasty. That's gross. It's hidden for a reason. Girl, orange cats are weird as hell. And I've never had a cat before, but that's what people say. They say orange cats are weird. And that was weird. Why do you want to do that? Don't give me love blinks. I'm fussing. Don't be playing with your litter scoop, because you can't wash yourself. And I won't want to pet you if you're playing with your litter scoop. Yeah. Anyways. Clean up the energetic debris. Nate. I'm not interested, baby. I'm just not. I'm sorry. Clean up the energetic debris, Capricorn. I want to speak to this Ace of Wands card really quick. So after cleaning up the energetic debris, what I get for you, Capricorn, is that things are really about to take off for you. So once you close that chapter, like for real close that chapter, and I don't know why I'm putting such an emphasis on this, but for me to keep saying that, there must be some sort of energy of a cycle for you, Capricorn. Like you keep going back to it, or you keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And Capricorn, y'all are smart. So if you're doing something over and over and over that you know you're not supposed to be doing, you're probably also irritated with yourself behind it. Capricorn, you can get over that irritation very easily by stopping whatever it is that you keep doing over and over and over. Just stop it. Just quit. Quit falling back into the same patterns, okay? Once you cut those ties, quit that pattern, quit that habit, whatever you want to call it, you're going to find yourself in a space to where the things that you've planned for yourself actually take off. Like I get right now, it's like you're getting your feet wet with it. And there also might be an energy of like, dang, why isn't this picking up the way that I want it to? You got to close the chapter. You got to get it all together first. And once you close that chapter, that's when things start to shoot off into the distance and you get that little fire under your ass and you really start shaking and moving, okay? So Capricorn, wrap it up this week. I mean that as far as your chapter goes, but I will say with the fire card here and the root chakra card speaking to solid foundations and new things, that may also apply to your sexcapades. Wrap it up this week, especially if you ain't trying to have no new kids. Wrap up whatever needs to be wrapped up this week. Whatever chapters have started to close or have closed and you're just keeping the door open for whatever hope you're holding on to, close that shit. You got other things to do, other people to see, other places to be, and it's a lot better for you on the other side of that door closing. And that's what I'm going to leave there for you, Capricorn, okay? And I apologize that your reading was all over the place. Nate was a weirdo. I have done Leo. I have done Cancer. All those signs. I'm going to put this video up on my YouTube after I finish in here. So go follow me on YouTube so you can catch it. My YouTube is linked in my profile. If you don't want to go to my profile to find it, it's SunshinehazeCo, all one word. I did do Libra. We are on Capricorn now. I went in order. I started with Taurus. For anybody that doesn't know, I always start my readings with whatever season we're in, whatever sun sign season we're in. So we're in Taurus season. So I started with Taurus. We've done Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. We are now going to get into Aquarius. Then I'll do Pisces, and then I will do Aries, okay? Aries will be last. All right, we are getting into Aquarius. No, Taurus. Why am I hearing that in my head? Aquarius, what y'all got going on? Shorty, I'm here for you anytime you need me. It's together in your world, believe me. We can make one. Like sweet morning dew. And it was plain to see. Y'all, do power come on tonight? Thank you, Deja. I appreciate you. Thank you, boo. They said you've been live for a while. Take a break, y'all. I ain't tripping. I got 3 more signs. It's all good. Big moo moo. Y'all know what's up. I like your handle. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Everybody's energy is just mixing and mingling. I have definitely pulled the Awaken card earlier, but you know what? I was just complaining about the chakra card, so I'm just going to take it. I hear you, Citrus. Hello. Hello, chicken. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's poppin' for this week? You got the Queen of Swords, and you got Awaken. Y'all are in your elemental bag this week. You did miss Capricorn, but you can catch this video on my YouTube in about an hour, okay? For anybody that missed their sign and you're like, but I want to watch my sign, I actually have the May readings for just the general. I also have for the whole month. I also have the love readings for the month, and I also have the money readings for the month for all signs up on my YouTube, and they are all time stamped, so you can pop over there now if you missed your sign and you don't want to, and the next 3 signs are not your moon or rising. You can pop over there now and watch one of those. Girl, you already made your cameo. Get down. Get down. I don't want to push you, so get down, please. Don't. Get down. Thank you. You can pop over there and watch those if you just want to see something for your sign. This video will be up in a couple hours over there as well. This is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And so as I was saying, y'all are in your elemental bag. You got the Awaken card, which resonates with an air sign energy for me. You've also got the Queen of Swords, okay? This is you. So Aquarius, this is a week for, and I think a couple other signs got this type of energy. This is very much so epiphanies week, and aha moments type of week. This is a week where things become extremely clear for you. I really get that, like, the best way I can put it is like you're stepping into this energy of finally figuring out what you need to do to bring everything together. I get you're an air sign, so this doesn't surprise me. Air signs, like fire signs, tend to put your energy into a lot of different things because you guys are people that when you are interested in something, you'll go for it. And I admire that about air sign and fire sign energy. Like when you guys have an idea or when you have, a thought, or when you decide there's something you want to try, you typically will just go and do it. But the flip shadow side of that is sometimes you spread your energy a little bit too thin, and sometimes you're in so many things that you can't really get a grip on like a foundational grip, I guess is the best way to put it. So what I get is, for you Aquarius, you may have been in this space recently to where you've been doing a lot of different things. And I get the energy of like, Citrus, what in the hell, girl? Yeah, hold on, y'all, because she's about to play games. Don't play games, because your litter box gets cleaned tomorrow. Do not do it. Get your little ass in there. Use the litter box. It gets cleaned tomorrow. You are not about to punk me into cleaning your litter box tonight. We are on a schedule. You move it around in there so it don't be bothering you. Thank you. So she likes to show out sometimes. When she gets to her Zoomies hours, if I'm sitting here doing a reading, she likes to play games like that. Citrus is real bougie, y'all. And so like for the longest, she would use her litter box for a couple days and then be like, you need to clean this. And I was cleaning it, and then I was looking at the litter I was buying, and I was like, no, this is 2 weeks. Like, no, I'm not cleaning your litter every 2 days. So you're going to just have to figure out how to move shit around in there. Because I'm like, and I'm not like, I don't let it rot to where it starts smelling. Like, I typically clean her litter once a week, but tomorrow is litter cleaning day, and it's actually not smelling. So like, she just being bougie, and she needs to get over herself. Anyways, as I was saying, Aquarius, or I don't know what I was saying, but I have another message for you. I also get a stepping into your own personal power type of energy from these cards. This is you. And I'll speak to the court energy too, because it could be a different air sign, but I more so pick up on you. This is the Queen of Swords. This is one of the top dogs. The King and the Queen in the suits are the top dogs of the suits. So you've tapped into top dog energy, just with a little bit more femininity, a little bit more softness. Okay, a little bit more of an observant energy, and not necessarily so, I don't want to say controlling, but that's the word that's coming out. So not necessarily so controlling, but I get that you're stepping into some sort of personal power this week, or some sort of alignment. Like, I feel like you will be in a space this week to where you feel aligned with yourself again. So some of you may have been feeling like off kilter, or been feeling like, not yourself, but this week you kind of start stepping out of that and stepping back into, no, I do feel good. I do feel good because I look good. I feel good because I'm eating good. I feel good because I have good people and good energy around me. And with the Awaken card, if you're not in that space just yet, what I get is that you will definitely be observing this week and start to see what you need to cut out so that you can put yourself into that space, okay? Now, on the other side, because I did want to speak a little bit to the court energy, if this is not you, this could be another air sign individual, Gemini, another Aquarius, or a Libra, typically a little bit older, okay? This could be a mama, a grandmama, an auntie, an older friend, a big sister. This is the Queen card, so typically a woman, or if not a woman, somebody that resonates with a little bit more of a feminine energy and a little bit more of a more mature energy, which is where we get the mama and the, I thought she was going to pee, but Citrus took a dump. So I'm going to Febreze because I don't want to smell that. Sorry, I wasn't spraying you. My bad. Your butt is funky, so I had to catch it before it hit my nostrils. This is not free yes or no's. Like, we're all the way in Aquarius. I should not have to say this anymore. This is not a free yes or no pool. Mercury is in Leo. I'm about to start cussing y'all out, so please stop. And when I say Mercury is in Leo, I mean my Mercury is in Leo. So please stop, because I will cuss you out. This is not free yes or no pools. This is the title of the video says this week, and then it says the dates. Use those eyeballs. Everybody else in here ain't asking for yes or no questions. Citrus, you really let it out in there, girl. You funky. I'm gonna have to light an incense in a second. It's too cold to open the window. This could be another air sign individual that comes in and gives you some advice, or puts you on. I really want to say puts you on game, because the way the energy is coming out with the Awaken card is that this person could come in, and even just by way of just a regular conversation, something they say in the conversation could put you into a space to where it's like, now I figured it out. You know what? Decline. Turn off invites for live. Y'all are starting to get on my nerves. I only got a couple signs left. Please do not irritate me to the point to where I just cut out the video. Don't do that for Pisces and Aries. Citrus, you really dumped it out. You dumped out your whole bowels in there. You are funky, girl. Hold on, y'all. Whoo, girl. You got a little funky butt. You stink. What did you eat? What was that food? What was that, a beef? I don't know, Citrus. That girl. She just looking like, well, you're kind of in my space. I mean, I know, but like, gosh. Her little butt is funky. She's stinking. Sorry, when you smelling poop, it kind of, I can't sit through that. I'm sorry, my nostrils is too sensitive. I couldn't even literally fake the funk. I could not do it. I was trying to, and I caught a whiff, and I was like, nope, it's not, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it. So insensitive. By way of conversation, and it could be a regular conversation, but somebody could put you on game to either a resource or some piece of information or even a connection. Like they could put you in communication with somebody that can help you get to the spaces that you need to be in. This major alignment card, even though we're talking about your general alignment energy, like with your highest good, when you're in alignment with your higher self, your highest good, that puts you in alignment with all of the physical fun stuff. So like when this alignment, they could be putting you on game to help yourself. So, that could also open up doors to opportunities. It could open up doors to more money. It could open up doors to better connections. It could open up doors to better habits, a better perspective. It just depends on, which way this energy is hitting. Yo, Citrus, why is it so funky? Why? I'm not understanding. Like, do I gotta spray the Febreze in the fucking litter box? Like, hold on, y'all. You really just dumped your whole little insides out in here. My gosh. Like you smell like a grown-ass man. I'm not spraying you, chicken. You just stink. I'm sorry. I do need it to Febreze. Because you smell like an old man sitting on the toilet, girl. That's all I got for you, Aquarius. I'm sorry. I know my readings tonight. Well, I mean, from the comments, I guess I am connecting, but I'm tired, so I do feel like I'm not connecting that well. But I hope that these readings are resonating with some of y'all. That's it for Aquarius. We're going to get into Pisces. Pisces sun. Okay, I think that helped a little bit. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. What is the energy for this week for people with those Pisces placements? May 14th, May 20th. Nope, that was the same card as Aquarius, so we still got Pisces energy. I'm sorry, we still got Aquarius energy in here. Aquarius sun. Nope, sorry, I'm fucking up. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. This week, what is the energy for people with those placements? May 14th through May 20th, 2023. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. You guys, we finally got a new card. That is not a chakra card. Core for Pisces. And let's get your tarot. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. Citrus, what in the actual fuck? It's stinky. Yeah, you stink. Don't wink at me. I know it was you. You stink. Good Lord, no, we don't have to move something in front of me. I think the incense needs to go that way. Oh, this is fucking gross. I'm usually not around when she be emptying her little stomach into her litter box. Like, I be in my room. And then by the time I come out, the smell has gone away. But I guess sitting here very close to her litter box after she just pooped is really, whew. Good Lord. Good Lord, Citrus. You really funky. Oh, you are funky. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising for this week. Some support for that core card. Some clarity for that core card, please, for people with Pisces placements. You got the core and you got the 5 of Wands. So Pisces, I'm going to keep it very real. For anybody that does not know, I don't sugarcoat my readings. I do not want to put y'all in a trick bag. You got cards here that tell me you have some connections or some cords of attachment to either situations or people or habits or perspectives. It doesn't really matter. You just got a little bit too much going on. You got some things that you need to cut out in your life. I get that. That's so fun. A sidebar, because this did just come through with the core card and this 5 of Wands energy. There's the way messages come through be cracking me up sometimes. I am not trying to be disrespectful or rude, but I did just get, for some of y'all, you need to work on your midsection. And the way that it came through was like, you need to work on your stomach. You have core here, and you got the 5 of Wands, which is the cut it out card. So like, you need to cut the stomach area. And I don't know if that means, like, I'm very slim, so I'm not calling nobody fat, but I'm just saying, like, the cards are like, you need to work on your health. So I don't know if that is physical or if that means you need to cut out some of the types of foods that you're eating, but I got you need to work on your stomach. That could also mean stomach problems. With a fire card and it being a 5 card, that could also mean the core card. It could also mean some stomach problems coming in for you this week. For me personally, because I do speak to things as a reader, stomach problems for me equals anxiety. Anytime my stomach is messing with me, it's not because I ate something bad. It's because I'm nervous or something has made me anxious. So to circle all that around, that could be a few different messages for y'all. So, excuse me. Somebody might need to get a little bit more routine with their fitness. Somebody might need to get better with what the foods that they're putting into their body. Also, somebody might be having some stomach problems. And then on the flip side of that, because this is me reading for you, that could also point to anxiety. So that is coming up for you for these cards. But I want to speak a little bit more to the core card away from it actually being connected to your physical core, your stomach. And the 5 of Wands. So what I also get, Pisces, is that you need to this week figure out what priorities you want to prioritize, because what I get is that you have a lot of things going on. Anytime I got the 5 cards coming up, it is you got too much going on. Your hands is in too many pots. Your energy is in too many things. And the 5 of Wands is always your energy is being spread too thin. Being spread too thin. So Pisces, you need to make a choice this week as far as the things that you consider priorities are concerned. And you need to make a choice as to what priorities are going to be the top ones. Because just make the numbers simple, you got 5 wands here right now. And your cards are saying you need a core wand or maybe a 1 or 2 core wand. Like you only need 1 or 2 wands right now. You need to figure out which of those 5 wands is most important to you right now. And then you need to put the other wands, you need to send them back to the wand shop, to the little Harry Potter man. And like, hey, hold on to these until I get some new friends here at Hogwarts. You know, doing too much, spreading yourself too thin. And not to say that you won't circle back around to those things, but you know, the best way I can put it for you is, you know, when you do too much and it feels good to accomplish more things, right? We have an abundance quality as humans. We like to have a lot of things, a lot of success. So it always feels good to say accomplish 5 things as opposed to 2 things, right? But then when you get a little bit further into it and you realize, well, because I accomplished 5 things all at the same time, the quality of these 5 things is not necessarily even to my standards. Now, if I accomplish these 2 things, it's way more quality. And now that I finished that, I can circle back around to the other 3 things and get it rocking and rolling on that. So Pisces, prioritize this week. figure out what is really important to you and what's the most important right now and put your energy into that. And those other things, if they're meant for you to prioritize down the road, they will still be there for you to pick back up, or it will circle back around, whatever the case may be. Okay. But your energy is being spread a little bit too thin. And then just speaking back to what I was saying at the beginning of the spread, Pisces, you could be using your energy in the wrong ways, if we're going to generalize it, speaking to those messages that I was giving about the stomach and the core area. Okay. And that's it for Pisces. I'm going to leave Pisces at that. All right. Okie dokie 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 dokie. Who's next? Aries. We're done. And then I missed Libra a few weeks ago, and I've been paranoid about it ever since. So give me a second to just cycle in my head, make sure I did everything. I did Taurus, I did Gemini, I did Cancer, I did Leo, I did Virgo, I did Libra, I did do Scorpio, I did Sag, I did Capricorn, and that was Aquarius, and that was Pisces. So now we are getting into Aries, okay? If you are not in Aries, I have already done your sign. If you missed your sign, give me like an hour because I have to wait for it to download from TikTok, but it will be, the weekly will be up on YouTube. Make sure you are following me on YouTube, SunshinehazeCo, all one word. Make sure you're following me over there so you can be notified when I put the, not subscriptions, we'll subscribe, but like, what's it called? The notification bell. Put the notification bell on so you can see when this video goes up and you can catch your sign, and I will have a timestamp for you guys as well too. If you're just like, oh no, I need to watch a reading tonight, I've got at least 3 other readings you can go watch over there. The May monthly generals are up for all signs. The love readings are up for all signs. The money readings are up for all signs. I also did retrograde readings and Mercury station direct today. So this would be a good day to go watch those Mercury readings to see what type of lessons and energies you were supposed to pick up from this retrograde period, okay? All right. Aries sun, Aries moon, and Aries rising. What's the energy for this week? May 14th through the 20th, 2023. What's popping for people with those placements? Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. Lunar. It's not a chakra card. You got lunar. You stink so bad. So bad. You're so funky. I'm not buying you that food no more. Because whatever that is, that shit went straight through you and into the litter box and into my fucking nostrils. My God, Citrus. Good Lord. Oof. Aries sun, Aries moon, and Aries rising. I hope YouTube don't flag this video. They shouldn't, because I'll put that it's not for people under 18. So I should be able to cuss, because I accepted long ago that I have a very colorful vocabulary. My vocabulary is extensive, but it is also colorful. And when I say colorful, I mean I be cussing. When I say extensive, I mean I'm a writer. I know a lot of big words. But I be cussing with them big words too. It is what it is. For everybody asking personal questions, you can go book a personal reading with me. The link is in my profile. Aries sun, Aries moon, and Aries rising. What's popping for this week? 6 of Swords. Y'all feeling a little nostalgic. And I keep it very, very, very real with you guys. There is an energy, the best way I can put it is an energy of feeling like circling back around to the L's that you've taken is the best way that it's coming up. And I'm sorry that this is a message coming up for you, but this doesn't surprise me because Mercury, like I said, stationed direct today. No, because you're funky and you've been in that nasty litter box. You need to go somewhere else. I feel so bad because I'm really looking at her like, what the hell are you? But she really, like, the dump that she just took, y'all, like, I have an incense because y'all saw how much Febreze I just sprayed. Like, she really is funky right now. And I think it's that food that I bought her. Some sort of gravy, something. I don't think you need gravy, girl. You're just going to have to eat regular, whatever we was getting before. I was trying to give her something different, but Mm-mm. You think I want to sage your little, or smudge your little booty hole? Because what, Citrus? I'm not going to do that. She looked at me like, excuse me, violation. Okay. Getting that you're feeling kind of nostalgic looking at the L's that you've taken, and I said it makes sense because Mercury just stationed direct and it was a reflect and correct period. And so Aries, some of you might be in a position to where you're like, dang, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on that I haven't been doing right, so to speak. I don't like to use the terms right and wrong, but for the purpose of this spread, be like a lot of things that I haven't been doing right, so to speak. And so you might be feeling like wanting to circle back around. You got a Six of Swords here. So this is like wanting to circle back around and having conversations with the people in which these situations went left. But I think it is important for you to, the best way that I can put this, Aries, and I hate to be having to give y'all the real like this, but Aries, you got cards that say you need to look at your own actions. Having You are so funky. Like, what kind of dump did you take? What is going on? Like, I know you're okay, but like, my nose is not. No, yeah, I'm sorry. I got a big old whiff, and that just, I had to take a moment. I had to take a moment. Aries, you need to look at your behaviors. Having a conversation with people can do some good, but I think it's important for you to understand that you can't go have a conversation with somebody if you don't understand, you don't have it. Like, if you still think you were not in the wrong. And I don't know where that's coming from, Aries, but apparently for some of you, and this is no, you're funky. You cannot be on things. You were just in that nasty litter box. I'm not sure why it's coming through like this, but I'm getting this energy of, you know, this is very specific. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, charge it to the game. I'm getting this energy of possibly Aries having a falling out or an argument or like some sort of situation gone left with somebody or a group of people, right? And there being some time that has passed, and Aries, you being like, okay, I like to see how they're doing, which is cool. That's fine. That's nice. But I also get that Aries, you're like, I want to have a conversation about what went down. But for whatever reason, I am picking up on Aries. You might be the what went left in the situation. And it's wild for you to want to have a conversation with somebody about what went down and not realize that you're the reason that all the things went down. And so if you are going to initiate healing in any area with other people involved during this week, Aries, you have to look at yourself first, because what I will tell you, especially with us being in the post shadow of Mercury retrograde, you go approach a conversation, especially with people that you have issues with or have had issues with, and you were the issue. You go and approach that conversation and you don't start the conversation acknowledging where you went left. Okay? Then people are going to cuss you out. Like, they're going to cuss you out, and you're going to be, like, you probably won't be sad because y'all are Aries, but you going to feel away. You have to get real with yourself. You have to keep it real with yourself. And you have to also look at where you have done wrong. You know, I always say honesty is the best policy. And I say that we need to apply that for ourselves too. And people, especially, it's so funny, you guys, especially men, they're always like this. It's so interesting that you're like this. I think it is very important to be honest about how you are. Like, I had a conversation with somebody in which I was telling them, I was like, no, I very much know how I am when it comes to men, and when I'm attached to somebody or when I'm getting attached. And I know how I am when I don't like somebody or when somebody has done me wrong. And I X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. I'm not about to tell y'all all my secrets, but I was having this conversation with dude, and he was like, wow, you know, it's interesting. A lot of women won't sit up here and say, like, this is a fault of mine. I write stories. I write scripts. I have enough shit to keep up with in my head. There is no reason for me to lie about anything that I'm doing, even if it's bad. So I have to keep that honesty with myself. You know what I'm saying? So when I have behaviors and issues and problems that I know are not necessarily ideal for me or the way I want to live my life, I keep it real with myself. And I'm like, dang, you moving funny, girl. Like, Aj, you moving funny. You moving funny in this aspect. You need to do something about that. And Aries, that's what your cards are telling you. They're like, you maybe have been moving funny in a certain aspect, and you need to start making changes and shift the energy there, because not only are you noticing that you're moving funny, Aries, you're the last one to notice it. So everybody else has already seen it, and everybody else has already been talking about it. Give them something else to talk about and stop moving funny. Make the corrections where the corrections need to be made within your own self, okay? And you'll see the energy start to shift around you. You'll see the energy within those relationships start to shift as well into a more positive space, okay? And I think that's all I got for Aries. That's all that's coming through for me. That's it. I'm proud of myself, y'all, because I am jet lagged, and I was really debating with myself all day, like, should I get in here and do these readings? I don't want to. I'm tired, but I'm glad I did. I said I want to stay on top of my game. One of my things this year, one of my personal goals and like personal things is like no change without action. And so it's like, you can't expect your business to start doing a lot better if you don't continue to do things with your business. So I got in here and I did the readings. Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. This was all signs. This was not free yes or no pulls. Just to reiterate, if you have a specific question, you can book a personal reading with me. My link is in my profile. And when you click on that button, it takes you to my link tree, and it has a whole bunch of other buttons, and you just click on book a personal reading, which will take you to the shop, which will then take you to a drop down menu in which you can see all the different tarot spreads that I offer. And then you can book a reading with me. Thank you to everybody that sent in gifts and roses and likes and shared the video and gave me follows. We almost hit 10,000 likes in this live. Like we're I think flat at 9,000, which is wild for the time of night that it is where I'm at. Like, that's a good number. So thank you guys for that. Thanks for making me more visible on TikTok. And thank you. I'm giving the biggest thanks to everybody that sent in Cash App tips. Y'all already know. If you don't know, now you do. I like money. We all like money, but I like doing readings for money. So thank you to everybody that sent in Cash App tips. I did not shout all of y'all out. I'm sorry, but that's how it goes when you're doing readings sometimes. But I do see you guys, and after I get out of here, I'll go in and like all of your Cash Apps. So thank you. And may you guys receive some good blessings this week by way of actually exhibiting universal law, because that's how it's supposed to go. You get a reading, show me some love. I appreciate that. For anybody who missed their sign, because now it's all over, just go watch it on YouTube. I've got all of the May readings up on YouTube as well. I also have Patreon memberships that start at $10 a month and go up from there depending on how much good stuff you want monthly. But everybody that does a Patreon membership, you get personal readings from me. So you don't just get the collective, you actually get personal. Like, I will do actual readings for you monthly. You also get access to astrology, numerology, chakra, other healing and spiritual content as well. I'm like, what else do I need to plug y'all on before I go? We just had a couple eclipses, and as I've been saying, Mercury stationed direct today. So if you are like, oh, I don't know what kind of personal reading I want, get one of those. See what Mercury had for you and what you're supposed to do with it moving forward. Get an eclipse reading to see what change is implementing for you unfolding for you over the next 6 months. Anything else? I think that's it. I think that's it, y'all. Citrus is a little funky, but really threw me for a loop. I'm sorry, because I know my focus went out the window after that, but like, she really emptied her whole insides in that litter box. She said, oh, you don't want to clean it tonight? All right, cool. I got something for your ass then, and she sure did. So that is it. Those are all my plugs. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for the follows, all the things. I read with the Serpent Fire Sigil Oracle and the Orisha Tarot, which I got some qualms about that deck, but I'll talk about that in a different video. And nobody ever told me what Flavor Flav's Mercury sign is. But I guessed his sun sign right. I'm about to go look it up and see if he's actually a fire Mercury sign, like I said. And if I am, y'all need to go on and just buy your natal chart reports for me, because your girl got skill. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch y'all. I'll be back in here Tuesday, Thursday, not Saturday. My youngest brother is graduating from high school next Saturday. Another little brother got his master's yesterday. So probably Tuesday, Thursday, and I'll be back Sunday. If I have time, I'll come back in some other days, but those readings will be the free yes or no pulls, and the the personal sales. I do sales on my readings in my live. So if you want a personal for a sale price, you can come in on one of those days. I don't know what time, so just make sure you follow me so the app can tell you when I'm on here. And yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm rambling now because I'm so tired and I'm so sleepy. Like, so I'm gonna press the end button because I don't have nothing else to talk about. Good night, y'all. Have a good week.